It started with a flicker, a video call that wouldn't connect, an email stuck in the outbox. For Maria in Lagos, it was a client file that refused to upload. For Fatima in Dubai, her payment system froze, suppliers silent. Across continents, people found themselves unable to reach loved ones or do business. These weren't isolated glitches. The problem was deep below the ocean's surface, a digital earthquake shaking the world's fragile connections. We talk about the cloud, but our data lives in glass fibers wrapped in steel, stretched across the seabed. For women building businesses and communities online, this infrastructure is their foundation. When it fails, the silence is immediate and personal. Social media buzzed with confusion. Cyber attack, government shutdown. No, just a break in a cable no thicker than a garden hose. That single point of failure severed communication between Africa, Europe, and Asia. The digital lifelines we depend on are vulnerable to the most ordinary accidents. This wasn't just a technical glitch, it was a profound disruption, exposing our hidden dependencies. The hum of global data flow stopped, forcing us to confront the physical reality of our digital existence. In its absence, we realized just how much power is held in those slender undersea threads. The internet isn't in the clouds, it's under the sea. 99% of international data travels through undersea cables, not satellites. Satellites are useful, but can't match the speed or capacity of fiber optic cables. Imagine sending a library by drone versus a high-speed train. Cables are the train, fast and reliable. These cables are technological marvels. Glass fibers, thinner than a hair, wrapped in steel and plastic, laid by specialized ships. Data travels as light pulses, crossing oceans in milliseconds. When you video call Tokyo, your voice races through these cables beneath the sea. A single break can disrupt millions. Our world is wired, not wireless. The integrity of our digital lives depends on these hidden highways. One snap, and the impact is global. The physical network beneath the waves connects us all. When the West Africa cable system broke, digital life unraveled for millions. The break was off Congo, but the chaos spread to South Africa, Nigeria, the UK, and beyond. Internet speeds crashed, banks stalled, businesses lost access to cloud services. A software firm in Ghana couldn't update servers in Germany. A travel agency in Namibia lost its booking system. The web of digital dependencies was suddenly exposed. It wasn't just business. Families were cut off, students couldn't call home, migrant workers couldn't send money. Emotional and financial lifelines were severed. The frustration was immense. The world felt bigger and lonelier. European and Asian companies lost contact with African partners. The ripple effect proved the internet is a single global entity. A break in one region becomes a problem for all. The internet isn't a patchwork of national networks. It's one fragile, interconnected system. A single cable break is like closing a major shipping lane. The delays are felt everywhere. Our digital world is only as strong as its weakest link. Not all cable breaks cause chaos. Redundancy matters. Between New York and London, dozens of cables mean traffic can reroute easily. But Africa's cable network is more like a rural road system. Few highways, few alternatives. The wax cable was a critical artery. When it broke, there weren't enough backup routes. It was like closing the only bridge into a city. Digital traffic jam. The severity of an outage depends on cable capacity and alternative routes. If cables follow similar paths, one event can knock out several at once. True resilience comes from geographic diversity. Multiple, separate routes. For many regions, building this redundancy is still in progress. That's why the impact was so uneven. Londoners saw a slowdown. Kinshasa went dark. The incident revealed the digital divide, not just in access, but in infrastructure resilience. Geography shapes who stays connected when disaster strikes. Fixing a broken undersea cable is deep-sea surgery, not a quick patch. Operators pinpoint the break, then dispatch a specialized repair ship, sometimes days away. Remotely operated vehicles search the ocean floor, retrieving the broken cable ends. On deck, technicians splice microscopic glass fibers, rebuilding the cable's protective layers. The repaired section is lowered back to the seabed, sometimes reburied for protection. The whole process can take weeks and cost millions. While we wait for our connections, teams are performing high-stakes operations in the deep. It's a testament to human skill and engineering. Our digital world depends on these unsung heroes beneath the waves. Dramatic sabotage? Rare. The real culprits: fishing boats and ship anchors. 2/3 of cable faults are caused by human activity: nets snagging, anchors dropping. Over 100 cable breaks happen yearly, most unnoticed in well-connected regions. In busy, shallow waters, the risk is higher, even with cables marked on charts. Nature also plays a role. Undersea earthquakes, landslides, and currents can snap or bury cables. Deliberate sabotage is rare. Cables are tough and hard to find. Protecting them means burying, marking, and monitoring, but accidents persist. As long as we fish and sail, accidental breaks will remain a constant threat. Our digital lifelines are always at risk from the ordinary and the unpredictable. Internet outages hit everyone, but women often bear the brunt. For women entrepreneurs, freelancers, and remote workers, the internet is their office, bank, and marketplace. A sudden outage can mean lost income, missed deadlines, and damaged reputations. Small business owners can't reach customers. Freelancers can't deliver work. Beyond business, women are often the communicators, coordinating family care, keeping relatives connected. Outages sever these vital ties, causing stress and isolation. Access to health, education, and community services is increasingly online. Women manage family health and learning. An outage can delay care or disrupt schooling. The disruption goes beyond inconvenience. It strikes at the heart of women's roles as providers and caregivers. Resilient digital infrastructure is essential for gender equality and empowerment. The cable break was a wake-up call. Our networks need more resilience. The answer isn't fewer cables, but smarter, more diverse ones. Geographic diversity means building new routes, not just more capacity. Projects like Google's Equiano and Meta's 2Africa cable create independent pathways, not just backups. If one cable is cut, traffic can reroute along a different coast. Building this infrastructure requires massive investment and global cooperation. Smarter technology at landing stations can reroute data in milliseconds, making networks self-healing. True resilience means avoiding single points of failure. For Africa and other underserved regions, these investments are transformative. Stronger nets mean a more robust, inclusive digital future. The story of a broken cable is about more than fiber optics. It's about the hidden systems powering our lives. Understanding the physical internet empowers us as digital citizens. It explains outages, highlights the need for investment, and fuels advocacy for better infrastructure. For women and entrepreneurs, knowing the risks helps with business continuity, like having backup plans or choosing diverse cloud services. Awareness fosters shared responsibility. Protecting cables is a global issue, not just a technical one. The internet is a human-made marvel, not magic. By demystifying it, we gain control and resilience. One broken cable can disrupt continents, but knowledge builds preparedness. In the digital age, understanding our systems is the ultimate empowerment. We become more resilient, engaged architects of our connected future.